Because if you want to talk about hitting hard, I mean, Ilia Topuria, fuck me.
That's when you think like Max Holloway and Charles Oliveira. Charles Oliveira dominates Max Holloway, and then you realize like how quickly Ilia Topuria starched Charles Oliveira, and you go, how good is that guy?
Right.
He's a once in a generation talent. Like he knocked out in 3 fights 3 all-time greats.
Insane.
Volkanovski, and then he knocks out Max Holloway, and then he knocks out Charles Oliveira. In 2 different weight classes, he knocks out 3 all-time greats 3 fights in a row. Yeah. And he just definitive starching of these guys. Like he's a one.
And think how good how dominant Volk is.
Yeah. Like how good he looked against Diego Lopez.
Right.
Yeah.
How good Max Holloway looks all the time, especially in the striking exchanges. Max is a very hard guy to hit, and Ilia just dominated him. He's fucking spooky good and insanely confident, insanely charismatic.
Yeah.
I mean, there's just people that are better than everybody else, and it seems like Ilia Topuria is one of those guys. He's just weirdly better than everybody else, and he can take it too. Like one of the fights that he had, so when he was competing at featherweight, he took a fight at lightweight against Jai Herbert. And Jai Herbert in the first round caught him with a perfect head kick, rocked him, dropped him, and Ilia Topuria wound up grabbing his legs, taking him down. They fought on the ground. And then the second round, Ilia just put him into the shadow realm. He hit him with a combination against the cage where he hit him with, I think it was a left hook to the body and a right overhand that just spun his head around. It was wild. I mean, face first.
Have you spoken to Justin Gaethje about the fact that he's main eventing the White House? And what part? I know no one's really giving him a shot, but you can't just completely count Justin Gaethje out, right? Like, he's still got some kind of shot. I mean, he's got nothing to lose. He could look at it as an opportunity where he's got nothing to lose, right? Like, you can't lose any worse than Max and Charles did. So, like, he can go out there and potentially catch Ilia.
So I would say because Justin's so good at like a dirty style of striking, it's like a dirty boxing, but kickboxing, whatever you want to call it. It throws good strikers off. Like look at his fight with Rafael Fiziev. Rafael Fiziev is a very clean technical striker. You look at his fight with Rufi, it's a beautiful fight. It's a beautiful striking fight. You look at his fight with Bahamundos, beautiful striking fight. You look at his fights with Justin Gaethje, and you're like, that's just an ugly slugfest. But that's because Justin Gaethje is able to make you fall into his fight. It may look ugly to you, but that's how Justin wants to fight. And if he was able to do that with Rafael Fiziev, I think he could possibly do it with Ilia as well. So I think the fight might be closer than people expect.
Ну и последнее, вот ты уже не раз давал понять, что Gaethje против Илии Топури это мисс-матч. Вот все-таки какой бы, не знаю, совет бы дал, может быть, Gaethje в той части, чтобы он там лучше выглядел, я не знаю, более конкурентным был бой?
Я бы ему сказал бы травмироваться во время подготовки, дать мне шаг вступить в этот бой и забрать титул, и потом он со мной что подрался.
The fight world is still trying to wrap its head around it. The historic fight card at the White House already sounded like something out of a movie, but now it's official. Ilia Topuria will face Justin Gaethje in the main event. The fight has already ignited heated debates across the combat sports world, with fighters and experts alike trying to determine who actually has the advantage when it comes to power and fighting skills. One man is a ruthless finisher with perfect technique, while the other is a human highlight reel with some of the most devastating knockout power in the MMA. So, what happens when perfect technique meets pure violence? Let's break it down.
Well, if we're gonna go at that, I got Ilia Topuria knocking him out.
Yeah, same here.
I just feel after you've been dropped so much and you're gonna fight somebody who's a deadly striker, great wrestler, who has a chin, who's willing to put himself in the fire to land that shot, and not just the shot to the face. Let's not forget about Ilia Topuria's body work as well.
Fight enthusiasts have been going back and forth about the upcoming White House card non-stop, with some people even going as far as to say that the lineup isn't strong enough. However, according to Chael Sonnen, this criticism is completely off the mark. In his opinion, the UFC has given the biggest fights that they possibly could. You have stars such as Sean O'Malley and Alex Pereira on the card, and up-and-coming superstar Ilia making his debut. However, Sonnen thinks that the biggest mistake that the fans are making is forgetting one man, Justin, who is a 2-time interim champion and a BMF title holder going for his next belt.
And I share with you, when you look at the UFC White House, and somebody said the card sucks, they brought you what they had. What else could you ever ask of somebody? They brought you what they had. Sean O'Malley and Pierre have been battling for a while now for who's the biggest star in the sport. They're both on the card. Pierre is in a brand new weight class with a title opportunity. This is massive. He's not even the main event. Then we're told, well, we have bona fide numbers between Pierre and O'Malley being the big stars in the absence of McGregor. We're told that Ilia Topuria is on the heels of everybody. So now he's going to come in against your favorite fighter's favorite fighter. We're completely dismissing Gaethje, which I feel that you're forgetting is a 2-time interim champion of the world. Tell me somebody else who can make that claim. Who's a BMF champion of the world. Justin Gaethje has captured 3 belts and is going for his 4th. They brought you what they had.
However, not everyone is convinced the matchup is as close as some fans believe. Robert Whittaker recently weighed in on the fight, explaining that Ilia's striking might be on a completely different level from most of the roster. He pointed to Ilia's timing, instincts, and ability to fire off sharp counterattacks, noting that he has a knack for making opponents pay for every step they take. As Whittaker put it, Ilia is striking leagues above just about everybody in the UFC. His timing, his instincts, the way he fires off those counterattacks, he'll make you pay for every step you take. Because of that, he believes Justin's team will need to make major adjustments, adding that the version of Justin who fought Paddy Pimblett wouldn't be enough to beat Ilia right now.
And to knock him out.
You know, I'm not gonna give up on my boy that quick. Okay, I'll just lay it out there. Ilia's striking is leagues above everybody, like just about everybody in the UFC, you know, and the wrestling and jiu-jitsu is there as well.
Mm-hmm.
His timing, his instincts, his instinct to fire off in like his counterattacks. You know, he'll make you pay for every step you take. It's a hard fight. Things have got to change in Gaethje's camp to make the fight competitive.
Yeah.
Right now, the Gaethje that fought Paddy won't beat.
Even though Ilia is clearly a top-tier striker, not everyone is counting Justin out. Bryce Mitchell admitted he's rooting for Gaethje and believes the fight will be tough, but winnable with the right strategy. He emphasized that targeting the body will be key, saying that centerline attacks and well-placed body shots could make all the difference. Mitchell warned against just going for headhunting. A single well-timed counter to the body could shift the momentum and sap your presence in the fight. His take highlights that while Ilia is dangerous, smart adjustments could give Justin a real shot at victory.
See that fight going down?
Well, I do want Gaethje to win that fight. That's a really tough fight. I don't want to bet against Gaethje. I like him, man. I don't like the opponent, and I want to bet for who I like. So I'll bet with who I like, and then I would tell Gaethje he's going to have to target the body. He's going to have to do center line attacks, not just all hooks. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, these body shots are very valuable. I haven't seen Gaethje do a ton of body work, and I would say that would be the one thing. Don't go in there headhunting him. You know, he will slip and do a quick body shot, and it'll affect you. You're not going to have that presence when your body hurts.
And this is why he also sees a path for Gaethje to turn the tables. If Justin maintains his presence and avoids getting hurt, Mitchell believes he can march Ilia down, forcing him out of his comfort zone. Fighting on the back foot, Mitchell notes, won't suit Ilia, so the plan should be simple. Keep hands high, mix in calf kicks, and follow up with straight rights or left hooks off those kicks. By pacing himself and picking his shots wisely, Justin could challenge Ilia's dominance and make this matchup genuinely competitive.
Like that, but if Justin Gaethje has that presence and is not hurting, he can march Ilia down, and I promise you, Ilia will not do as good on the back foot. If I was Gaethje's coach, I would say, go forward with your hands high, kick that calf, and if Gaethje comes out orthodox, you already know Ilia is going to slam a calf kick. So either time a straight right or a left hook off of that kick and just come out the fucking gate swinging, and don't waste too much energy right off the bat.
Even though Mitchell sees a strategy for Gaethje, not everyone agrees he has the edge. Demetrius Johnson is confident Ilia will finish the fight, predicting a knockout. Johnson points out that after taking damage in previous bouts, facing a fighter like Ilia, a deadly striker with solid wrestling, a strong chin, and a willingness to take risks, is a huge challenge. He also emphasizes that Ilia's bodywork is just as dangerous as his head attacks, making him a complete threat inside the octagon.
Well, if we're gonna go at that, I got Ilia Topuria knocking him out.
Yeah, same here.
I just feel after you've been dropped so much and you're gonna fight somebody who's a deadly striker, great wrestler, who has a chin, who's willing to put himself in the fire to land that shot, and not just a shot to the face. Let's not forget about Ilia Topuria's body work as well.
Adding even more excitement to the White House card fallout, Bo Nickel has his eyes on the next big matchup. He believes Arman Tsarukyan has earned a title shot and should face the winner of Ilia versus Gaethje. Nickel explained, he's always doing side quests, grappling matches, he's doing everything. He's not fighting to make money, he's doing it out of love, but he definitely deserves that title shot. According to him, Tsarukyan's mix of skill, dedication, and passion makes him a legitimate contender, and a showdown with the White House main event victor would be one fans won't want to miss.
Yeah, and do you have a little tip for our boy Arman Tsarukyan? Because he seems like he's like begging for one of those opportunities and he can't buy it.
I think, Arman's so interesting. This dude's like just killing side quests like all the time, right? He's doing the RAF matches, grappling matches, he's doing everything. So I don't know. I mean, I think he probably is in a unique scenario where he comes from a lot of money and, he's not fighting to, try to make money. He already has it. So he's doing this more like just out of love. And I think that, yeah, he definitely deserves that title shot. I would like to see him versus the winner of Ilia and Gaethje.
And providing support to that theory, Arman Tsarukyan has confirmed he's next in line to face a major opponent depending on who comes out on top of the White House main event. He revealed that the UFC told him he'll fight the winner of Ilia versus Gaethje, making it clear that his next bout will be a high-stakes showdown. This announcement puts Tsarukyan in the perfect position to immediately challenge whichever fighter emerges victorious, keeping the title picture sizzling with anticipation.
We are waiting for the Ilia versus Justin, and after that I'll fight them.
Oh, really? That's like kind of official?
Yeah. It's not official, but they say like that.
Okay, so you'll be the next in line once that fight happens.
Yeah, and I can fight with the winner, Oliveira and Holloway as well, because I don't want to wait too much. So if they offer me Oliveira or Holloway, I'll fight them, because I don't want to wait 1 year for the fight.
No, of course.
On the other side of things, Beneil Dariush sees a unique angle in the matchup, highlighting Justin's ability to disrupt elite strikers with his unorthodox, gritty style. He explained that while Justin's fights can look messy compared to clean technical bouts, that's exactly the point. He forces opponents into his rhythm. Dariush pointed to Justin's past fights against top-level strikers, noting that even the most polished opponents can get thrown off by his aggressive, rough-and-tumble approach. Because of that, he believes the fight against Ilia could be closer than many expect, with Justin's style potentially leveling the playing field.
So I would say, because Justin's so good at like a dirty style of striking, it's like a dirty boxing, but kickboxing, whatever you want to call it, it throws good strikers off. Like look at his fight with Rafael Fiziev. Rafael Fiziev is a very clean technical striker. You look at his fight with Rufi, it's a beautiful fight. It's a beautiful striking fight. You look at his fight with Bahamundos, beautiful striking fight. You look at his fights with Justin Gaethje and you're like, that's just an ugly slugfest. But that's because Justin Gaethje is able to make you fall into his fight. It may look ugly to you, but that's how Justin wants to fight. And if he was able to do that with Rafael Fiziev, I think he could possibly do it with Ilia as well. So I think the fight might be closer than people expect.
Adding even more heat to the hype, Jorge Masvidal doesn't see a close contest. He predicts that Ilia could completely overwhelm Justin, suggesting the fight could be career-defining. Masvidal warned that Gaethje could face serious consequences in the octagon, claiming Ilia has the tools to dominate him so thoroughly that returning from the bout would be nearly impossible. His blunt assessment underscores just how dangerous Ilia's striking and overall skill set are when matched against someone as aggressive as Justin. Moreover, Bedtime MMA isn't holding back in his prediction. They see Ilia stepping into the cage with speed, precision, and a full arsenal of weapons that could overwhelm Justin. From sharp uppercuts and hooks to punishing body shots and calf kicks, every strike is calculated to break down Gaethje. According to his take, once Ilia lands cleanly, Justin could be rocked before he even knows what hit him, leaving the champion to capitalize with his combination of accuracy, power, and tactical reads. In short, they paint a picture of Ilia controlling the pocket, dismantling Gaethje, and ending the fight in spectacular fashion, a knockout that could become one of the most talked about moments in UFC history. So, who do you think will take the win, Ilia or Justin? This matchup has everyone talking and the stakes couldn't be higher. Drop your predictions in the comments and tell us why you think your fighter has the edge. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss the latest fight breakdowns, expert takes, and all the hottest updates from the Octagon.